Jesus Christ. That's dope, man. Probably gonna stack it, but my God. Wait, we got a crab! Here it is! That big storm has set in! What's going on, doggies? Welcome back to another video. Alright, we're going to build a mud crab trap. So yesterday, a little bit of a walk back behind me there, there's a creek. Yesterday I was just exploring this new part of the island, and I walked up this little creek, looked to my left, looked to my right, looked down, and there was a bloody mud crab, not even joking. There was a mud crab in about this much water, and I tapped him with a stick on the back and he just went woof, full in defense mode, had his claws in the air, and I just went, you're kidding. So it's the next day, so now I'm walking along the coast here, and I'm picking up bits of bamboo like this. All we have today is a knife. We've got a small machete, that's it. Pretty much have to build this crab trap out of everything we find on the coast. I'll set it this afternoon, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we can catch that crab that I saw, because it was actually a pretty bloody big sized crab, and mud crab by far is one of my favorite things to eat. So that's what we're doing today. We're going to build a mud crab trap purely out of materials that we find on the beach. So it's going to be a bloody exciting one, and tell you what, if we get that crab, that's going to be even more exciting. How good's this? A little bit of grass, ocean's right there. So probably going to make camp here, build the trap on the grass, and then we'll walk up the coast. A little bit of a punch that way to where I saw the crab, but right now I've got a big job ahead of me, just gathering materials along this coast, and hopefully, oh man, if we can catch a crab, it's gonna be good. Like I said, I've got no materials. All I've got in my backpack is one knife, so let's put our brains to the test and see if we can build a bit of a trap. This is actually a lovely little part of the coastline. You get this whole nice grass patch, and then a beach which is just full of bamboo like this. There's so much bamboo along this coast, so I think that's going to be enough to start the trap. I'm still not really exactly sure how we're going to build this trap. I've got definitely need to go find rope, fishing line, some kind of a form of some sort of a material where I can bind all the trap together. But look, it's going to be bloody fun, and if we get a crab, well, I'll tell you what, that is going to be so much better. So probably just going to set up camp here on the nice grass. We'll start cutting this bamboo up and start this trap. So the main things we're going to need right now is a big dirty stinking rock, and this piece of bamboo, which is super strong, thick. This is going to be our whacking stick, and like I said, in here, all I've got in this bag is a couple of batteries and this, the knife that you guys always see. So pretty much the aim of the game, obviously the aim of the game is to catch a crab, but we cannot use any materials which are bought. We can't use materials, I can't go find a shop and buy anything. It has to be completely made out of materials on the beach. That's what kind of keeps this stuff fun. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use this rock, that whacker rock, place that over there, sit our bamboo up against it like this, and then we're just gonna push that rock back a little bit more, so that bamboo will wedge up against the rock. And then this whacker stick, I'm just gonna start splitting all of this bamboo into little pieces, probably about ½ an inch, I'm guessing. So I'm gonna be here for a while, and we're just gonna split this bamboo. Well, there goes our bloody whacking stick, but I'm just going to split this bamboo all the way down until I've got all of this split. So it's going to take a bloody long time. Alright, so we've just gone a little bit of a punch up and down the coast. So this is the material that I'm going to use next. This is going to be, I'm guessing that this stuff here is going to be like the frame of the trap we're trying to make. So this is really strong bamboo. It's super thick. It's small, but I mean it's thick by the internal wall of the actual bamboo itself is very thick. So we found a little bit of string on the walk. Found a big clump of fishing line up there, which I'm going to go get a little bit of later on. But for now, I reckon this is going to be the frame of the this will be the frame of the trap. So it's slowly starting to come together. I'm sort of putting it together in my mind as I walk up and down the coast picking up materials. So sort of think I know what I'm going to make. As I was walking down, I'm now walking back up. I found something, and obviously we're making a trap. So in a trap, you need some kind of a bait to lure the crabs into the trap. We have no kind of bait on us, so I've come across this washed up on the beach, and look, if we find something better, we'll use it, but for now, this is gonna be our bait. It's a little bit rank, it's a little bit weird, but look, in this survival situation, which obviously this isn't a survival situation, but if it was, and we don't have anything on us except for this knife, so this is what we're gonna use for bait unless we find something better. That, my friends, is a washed up duck. Now, I got no idea what's going on with this poor little fella, but looks like he's had a bit of a hard life. There's a bit of string tied around his leg there. Obviously looks like he's been in the water for a while. It doesn't smell good at all, but that there is bloody good crab bait. So what we'll actually do, we'll get him out of this tide line because he's gonna get washed away with the tide. I'll chuck him up here. Sorry, buddy. We'll stick him under there in the shade, and maybe I'll cut his leg off later on. We can stick that in the trap. Look, I don't know. So at least we don't have to worry about bait. We've got a whole heap of bait now sitting in the shade underneath that concrete block. So we've got one up on the bait. Now we just need to keep finding string like this to tie this trap together, because look, I'm actually struggling to find string, believe it or not, in all this rubbish. String, fishing line, it's all little sections like this. I need long pieces to tie this up. So the first headbutt of the day, trying to find string. Alright, so pretty much what we're doing is tying these pieces of wood, the smaller pieces of wood, to these longer pieces of wood, and sort of tying them together so it's sort of the shape of a frame. So we're trying to get a frame looking a little something like this, and I've made one already. So that's what it looks like. It's just a bamboo frame, 4 sides, very sturdy, very strong. It's been tied together, looped together each corner. There's that black twine we found. So that's one side of the frame of the crab trap. So I'm just gonna make one more of these, which I'm doing now, and then we can continue on the next step. But it's the hardest thing to try to find the right sort of materials to tie it together. I'm really lucky I found this black plastic cordage stuff. Okay, so this is what our trap is looking like so far. We've got support beams on each side. We've got one support beam in the middle there, and oh, this is gonna bloody work. It has to work. I seen a crab yesterday. This has taken a fair while to get to this point, purely because it's really hard to find the materials, but that's pretty much what we're looking like right now. Obviously, this side, stay there. This is gonna be one entrance, and then we're gonna completely cover the roof, cover the sides, and that there is also going to be an entrance for the crabs to go in. We're going to put our beautiful, smelly, disgusting piece of duck meat in the center of the trap, and look, it should work. I'm hoping it works. I haven't had mud crab for a long time. As you guys saw, the last mud crab jumped on the end of my finger, and I tell you what, it's a bloody beautiful feeling. So hopefully we can have that happen again. But oh man, I've just been bitten by a f***ing mud crab. Ah, I don't know what to do. Ah! Man. Oh, oh my God. Look at that, dude. Oh. This is how she's gonna look. It goes something like this. You're joking. Have a look. It's starting to look like a bit of a trap finally. Oi, this is epic. I'm having the time of my bloody life right now. This is exactly what I love doing, and this is starting to turn into a full-on, it looks like a bloody cray pot. It's like we're going cray fishing. It is, it has to work. Like, obviously there's not always crabs around, but yesterday I did see that crab, so it just gives me proof that there are crabs there. And look, this thing is looking like a full-on cray pot right now. It's exciting, and it's super fun too. It's coming outside, building something out of pieces of rubbish that you find on the beach. It's coming along very, very nicely. All right, these are the final 4 tie downs to do on the frame, and then we've got to create some kind of some sort of like a, I don't know how we're going to do it, like a trap or somewhere where when the crab crawls in, it can't crawl back out. So we've got 4 more of these to tie down, and then it is party time. Have a look at this. This is what she's looking like. Completely, it is so strong. It's so very, very, very strong. Obviously that's what it looks like from the inside. I'm gonna put a big stinking bit of dead duck meat in there. Look, this has got to work. It's very strong. It actually weighs a ton. This is real heavy. Just about, it looks like a cray pot back home. But what I've got to do now, somehow we've got to think of like an opening on each side of the trap. So this is where I want the crabs to walk in. I want them to come in from this entrance. So I don't know what I'm going to do yet. We'll make some sort of like a little ramp where when it walks in it drops, and then obviously it can't swim up and out because mud crabs can't swim like that. So I'm thinking it's going to be pretty easy. We'll just make a ramp so the crab can walk in, drop in, and then it's sort of stuck in there, because I don't know, or maybe one coming down, one coming up with a gap in the middle. I don't know. I'm gonna go for a walk, try to find a little bit more of that cordage, and while I'm walking I'll look through the rubbish, see what we can find. But I'm happy with this, man. She's looking good. This is what the crab's gonna see. He's gonna go in, oh, duck meat, and then, oh, see you later, buddy. Have a go at that. Dreamboat. There's a bit of plywood that's been washed up on the beach there, so what we're gonna do, because we don't have a bloody saw, usually if you put enough little scratches into a bit of plywood, you'll be able to snap it on a straight line. Sort of, I gave it a crack down there before, but thought I'd bring it up here and finish it off. That should, this is kind of moist wood, so it should crack. Look at that, just like that. Beautifully cut in 2 pieces. So this is gonna come in very bloody handy. Wow, that's actually really good. That's gonna go in there. It's gonna ramp up like that. That is perfect. Get that in there. Okay. Yeah, the crab trap is completely finished. We have got it to a point where I'm happy to leave it here overnight, and fingers crossed big dogs are inside in the morning. But I'll show you guys the finished product. It's pretty much what it looks like, what I just showed you. But have a look here. I've got it up on a nice little stool, show off our little masterpiece we've made, and look, it should get us a crab if those crabs are still in there. So have a look. Here she is in all of her glory. Bloody beautiful. So, like I said before, this pin here, you pull that pin out, this door will drop so I can get the crabs out. Same on the other side with the bit of plywood. Pull the pin out, the plywood drops. It's very sturdy. It's all bound together with these little bits of stuff we found on the beach. This is all bound together with stuff we found on the beach, and what I'll do is I'll get the duck meat and I'll tie the duck meat hopefully to this or to the bottom on the center, so nothing from the side or from the side can be feeding on it. You've got to go in to feed, so that's probably the whole point. Or we can tie it from the top up here. But I'm gonna go have a look at that duck now. It's probably going to be stinking up a little bit. I've got no idea why that duck's dead. I don't know how long it's been dead for. It was definitely stinking on the nose when I moved it into the shade before, so it's going to be interesting, but that's what crabs do. Crabs are scavengers. They're going to love that kind of stinking smelling. The feathers, ooh, it's going to be crab. It's going to be goodness for crabs. So we'll go down there. We'll slice a little bit of the crab meat, the duck meat off, stick it in there, and then we've got to somehow strategically get that trap all the way down the end of this big long beach without anybody seeing me, because there are people around here and I don't want them pillaging our mud crabs. So that's the next step. But it's been a fun day so far. We've got the crab trap and we're ready to go fill it up with a little bit of bait. So this is what I live for. So fun, man. Come on, you beautiful thing. You can come over here. We'll go through this sloppy, leech infested water, and I'll get the trap. Maybe we'll stick it in this pandanus palm here. Hopefully no one takes it. Oi. Oh, mozzies all over me already. All right, I'm gonna leave the trap there. Have a go at that, would ya? What a time to be alive. All right, we'll leave the trap there, and we'll punch up the coast. Oh, pandanus palm's super prickly. Look at these little prickles in this thing. They get stuck in your skin and they're not fun. So I should, that's probably a good place to put the trap, you know, keep people from touching it. But all right, I'm gonna pack up my bag, clean up all those little bits of rubbish, those offcuts, and then I'll take it to the creek where I'm gonna put the trap. All right, doggies, we're on the move, and I'm gonna go have a look at this duck. It's been in the sun, kind of sun, semi-shade all day. How's this, right? As soon as I walk away from the trap, I don't know if you can see, but old mate just here in the bamboo there, he's, as soon as I stood up, he stood up. So that's not normal, but it's all right. I'll build another trap if he gets taken. Here's the duck. I can smell this duck from here, man. Check it out. All right, here he is. He's been roasting in the sun for the last, oh, you know what? I don't think I'm going to use it for bait. That's, oh, you should smell it. Oh, nah. Woo-hoo-hoo. That thing is on the nose. All right, we're not going to use that for bait. I think if we do catch this crab that I saw yesterday, or a crab, or even you catch fish in that trap as well. If we do catch something in that trap, I am going to start a fire. We're going to cook him up. So I'm not really a big fan of eating a crab that we catch. It's been eating a 6-week-old hot stinking duck. So if this was a survival situation, 100% you chuck that in the trap and it would work, because something like that would be an amazing bit of bait. But as I said, this is just a little bit of fun, and I don't want to eat a crab that's been eating that stinking old duck. So we'll punch up the coast, and old mate's still over there. Don't you touch that trap, mate. We'll punch up the coast and I'll show you where I'm going to put the trap. All right, so this behind me, this creek here, is what I'm going to start calling Mud Crab Creek. I don't even know if we're going to get a crab, but this is where I saw that crab yesterday. It was a size crab. Even for Australian standards, it would have been a size crab. So that's very, very rare to find big size crabs here in Indonesia. And I'll show you where I found it yesterday, and I'll show you where we're going to bloody catch it. So I come down here yesterday. I was just exploring new little places. What I did, I just walked here, pretty much stood right here, and I just looked left, looked to the right, I looked down here, and literally this is actually the stick I poked it with. There was actually a crab right here. And so what I'm going to do, this obviously holds crabs, or holds a crab. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to grab that trap, we're going to stick it underneath that tree there so it doesn't float. I'll chuck a rock in. Obviously it's a bamboo trap, it's gonna float. So we'll chuck some rocks in it. We'll wedge it under that tree there, and Bob's your bloody uncle. We're gonna get a crab, hopefully. But what I'm gonna do, there's a lot of people here. I'll show you how many people there are. We got one bloke here. We got one bloke here. We got two people over there. So look. All right, so I'm definitely not gonna walk down the bloody beach with a big bamboo mud crab trap with all these people around, because past experience tells me that for some reason people like to take people's traps. That's just the way of life. Doesn't matter where you are in the world. It's happened to me so many times in Australia, so I'm not taking the chance here. I'm gonna head home. I'm actually probably only about an hour from where I live in Bali, because obviously this is a little bit of a busier beach. So I'm gonna head home. Yesterday I actually got a fish frame from a friend, so I'm gonna use that. I'll bring that back and we'll come back this afternoon. We'll set the trap on dusk or maybe in the dark. Little bit of a secret trap session, and then obviously we'll come back in the morning. But I'll see you guys today or this afternoon at sunset, and we'll set the trap. And whew, I'm bloody excited about this. See you in the afternoon, doggies. All right, we are back on location, and I've just made it down in time. It is looking, the whole sky is starting to go pink, orange. The sun's out there, it's just about to set. We have got a couple of cheeky little tins, because look, it wouldn't be a bloody mud crapping mission without a couple of cheeky little bing tangs. So, woo, cheers doggies. We are gonna get ourselves a crab, but have a look at this. I just wanted to come down before it was dark to enjoy the sunset. We've got this, like, where are you? Somewhere here. There's a epic little glow on the sunset out there. Down here, everything's orange. The white balance is absolutely wigging out on this camera because it looks like it's orange as hell, but this is what we're dealing with right now. So where I want to put the crab pot, hold on a minute. Oh, that's good. Where I want to put the crab pot, this is welcome to trying to do stuff on busy beaches. They are having a ceremony. I'll show you guys. There's probably about, I don't know, 15 to 30 people here. So I'm not too sure if you guys can see, but just over where I'm going to put the crab pot, they're having a ceremony. So there is a whole lot of people there. And then if you look this way, there's a whole heap of people sitting up the beach. The trap is up there. I've hidden the trap up there. So there's a lot of people watching sunset. So this is a very, very busy beach. Righto, I'm gonna sit here, enjoy this absolute ripper of a sunset, and I'll see you guys when it's dark. Shoo! All right, here we go. We are working under the cover of darkness. That sun has completely gone. So was about 15 beers. Not really, I only had 3 beers, but love a couple more. But all right, the sun's gone. We are working under the cover of darkness, and I'm gonna go get the trap now. It better bloody be there. I'm just about to cross that sludgy water. I can't see much with this torch in my face, but cross this sludgy bit of water, and the trap better bloody be there. Is it still there? Yes, it is. That's what I'm talking about. That is a bloody good sight. Pandana's palm saved him. All right, come out here. Oosh. Oh, Jesus Christ, it's not bloody light. I'll give you the hot tip. There we go. Our trap. Oh, I'm so excited to get this thing in the water, man. Woo! Let's go. Oi. All right, there's a couple of little dribbles of rain right now. So I think that storm that was brewing out there is slowly pushing in, which is, that's all good. A little bit of rain never hurt anyone, but what I'm gonna do now before we get there, I'm gonna quickly chuck on this fish frame. Unfortunately, we're not gonna be using the duck for bait. We're gonna be using the fish frame because, like I said before, that duck was cooking in the sun. I don't know how long it's been dead for. I don't know what it died from. So I've got a fish frame from one of the boys, and I'm gonna chuck that in. Actually, I'll show you the fish frame now. We'll tie it up, so once we get there, we can quickly just slap it under the tree and be done with it. So I'll show you guys what we're gonna use for bait for this big mama crab. Here she comes. Couple of bloody raindrops. So this is what we're going to be using for bait. This is just a little groper. I think back in Australia we'd call this like a honeycomb cod, but over in Bali they call them groper. Beautiful eating fish. So one of the boys went out fishing the other day, ultralight jigging. He got a shitload of these. So we come over the other day, made a little barbecue, and unfortunately we're not using the duck. We'll use this. I know where it's been, I know it's healthy, I know it's fresh, I know it's clean. So what we're gonna do with this, hopefully it can fit down that gap. Oh, here we go. Squeeze him in there. And there he goes. And we're just gonna put this in right in the dead center of the trap, so it doesn't, so when the crab, hopefully the crabs when they can come from each side, they can come from the top. They can't get it, so it forces them to go into the entrances that we've made. That's the whole idea of this whole entire trap. Righto, here we go. So I've got 2 rocks. These are obviously gonna go, I was originally, hey. Yep, there's a bug for dinner. I was originally gonna put these rocks inside the trap because obviously this is made of bamboo, so 100% she's gonna be a floater. She's gonna float for sure. So I was gonna put rocks inside, but I thought, you know what, we'll put them, it's a very sturdy trap. Like I could probably stand on this thing. It's actually very, very solid. So I'll put one on one end, this one on the other end, and I reckon we're gonna be on. That is a bloody good sign, isn't it? Have a go at that. That's a little crab. He's hanging on for dear life right there. Look at this. He doesn't know he's in my hand yet. Oh, now he does. There he goes. But that's one crab already. Uh-oh. They got a dragonfly in distress. Come here, mate. Here. Go on the leash. Go on the leash. There you go, mate. Look at that. Alright, come on. So I get in here. Alright, this is probably about where we want this trap to sit. Have a look at that, that's just floating by itself there. So definitely need those rocks on top. Alright. She's going down. Have a look at that. You wouldn't even bloody know that the trap was there, would ya? That's epic. So it's probably about 2 meters off where I wanted to put it, but it's a little bit shallower than I thought. But I'm definitely past balls deep now, and that's the first rock there. This one, so the trap's sitting on an angle like this, completely going down. We've got one opening facing here, one opening facing the big deep waters, but I'm pretty happy with that, eh? It seems pretty solid. It's not muddy water, it's quite sandy, to be honest. There's one. All right, I'm happy. All right. Here it is. That big storm has set in. All right, this is exactly why I put those other 2 rocks on that bloody thing, because if this rain keeps up, that river's gonna break its bank for sure. So I've got no idea where I'm walking right now. I'm excited to see this thing in the morning. We'll come back at sunrise. Hopefully we've got a crab in there. I've got a massive steam back to where I parked my motorbike. It's so far up the coast here, so I'm gonna be bloody soaking wet. I'm loving it. I love this shit. It's so good. I will see you guys in the morning. And hey, if we got a crab, we got a crab. If not, we'll just do this day after day after day until we get one. And I have got absolutely no idea where I'm walking. All right. See you guys in the morning. Much love. Woo! Oh, good bloody morning to ya. It is not even 6 o'clock in the morning. It is a beautiful day. Still got this big storm. There's a big mama storm in the background here. That thing's starting to brew and push this way. So we've obviously had a little bit of rain last night. The river where I put the trap has broken its banks, as you can see behind me here. That was not like this yesterday, so Obviously last night there was a shitload of rain inland and it's coming down, pushing the water out to sea. So we'll see what's happened to the trap. Hopefully she's stayed in position, and I don't know. Look, it's gonna be bloody, I don't have high hopes of catching crabs here, but it's a little bit of fun. I know from experience that it is bloody hard to catch any kind of fish, crabs in this area. So I don't know, I've always got that little bit of hope deep down inside me. So let's go. We're very close to pulling the trap, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we can start a fire up and cook some big beautiful crab for breakfast. But all right, let's have a look. That is morning one of setting the trap. She is empty. There is nothing inside. The fish, the bait's still looking good. It's actually held up beautifully overnight. Nothing's happened to the trap except there's nothing in the trap. Nah, she's empty. So, damn. But you've got to expect that fishing where I am fishing. I'm gonna come back here. I will come back here the next day. See, what these crabs don't know is I've got all the time in the bloody world, and I am gonna do this day in, day out until we get something in this pot. So persistence is key, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna persist, and we are gonna get a crab in this pot. But she looks like she's held up pretty bloody well. Have a look at it. There's not one little bit of damage on her. She's looking good. Obviously that bamboo's all soaked up now, so it'll be a little bit heavier than before. We've still got our fish frame beautifully tied up there. Oh well, welcome to the bloody world of mud crabs, eh? I'm gonna set this pot again. We'll hide it a little bit today, and then look, we'll come back either this afternoon or tomorrow morning, and I'm just gonna keep repeating this process. I'll bring new bits of bait down, I'll keep stocking it up, and we'll just keep repeating this process over and over again. And look, we might not even get a crab in a week, we might not even get a crab in a month, we might get a crab tomorrow, who knows? But this is what I love doing. This is fun, and I'm gonna stick it back in the water, and I'll see you guys when we're back down here either this afternoon or tomorrow, checking it again. Hopefully we can get a big fire going, chuck some crabs on the coals, and that's the goal anyway. All right, doggies, I'll see you when we're back here checking the pot this afternoon, tomorrow morning sometime. Yo. Yo, we're back. Okay, little bit of an update. I haven't been here for 3 days. So after we checked the pot last time, I got a call from one of the boys. He wanted to go out fishing on one of these little islands off of Bali. So for the last 2 days I've been fishing, and holy shit, I've got some epic footage to roll on in the next couple of videos, because it was one day of the most smoking fishing, like popping for GTs. It was so sick. So I haven't actually had time to come down and check the trap. So the trap has been in the water now for, I think, 3 days. Look, today is the 3rd day that I haven't checked it. So we're on location. I've got a little bit of a walk to get to the trap, and I am so excited. So it's actually been properly sitting in the water. Today's a beautiful day, beautiful sunny blue sky, and we're going to check the trap right now. So woo! I'm fizzing for this, man. It's been a good couple of days. If we get crabs, holy shit, this is just gonna put icing on top of the cake. Woo! And you can see that people have actually been here today. They're like fresh footprints. Before, the water was way up here, so obviously it hasn't rained too much. And yeah, there's a fresh footprint there, a couple here. So our pot is in here, out there still. So let's go get it. This is, I've been waiting for this for a long time. I have been thinking about grabbing this pot the day since I walked away from it, and yeah, I don't know. Let's just see what's in there. This is super fun. All right, let's go. Make me proud. Come on, baby. Come on. Oh no. There is we haven't done any good here, doggies. I don't think so. Ah, that's sad, very saddening. I would have thought after 3 days of being in there that it would have got something, but there's just nothing in it. Oh my fucking God. Oi, oi, oi. Check this out. I'm blind. Have a look at this. Can you see what that is? That's a crab. I gotta stop swearing. Oh, that's a crab, bruh. No way. We got a crab. Oh, there's people everywhere. Oi, we got a crab. It's not big, it's only a little bubba. I am absolutely fizzing balls right now. I legit thought we never had something in it, and prove me wrong. It's only little, it's a baby little. It's not really little actually, but it's definitely not the crab. Wait, check this out. I'll get you in here with the crab. Have a look at this. That there is a mud crab. You are joking. Here's a bit of bait, it's pretty chewed up. It's a little, oh, it's not too bad. Oh, it stinks, but yo, we've done it. I can't believe we've got a crab in the trap. It's definitely by far, that is not the crab that I saw here 2 to 3, 4 days ago. But nonetheless, let's get him out of here. I am absolutely fizzing. I actually thought we had nothing. I was like floating on a cloud. My hopes went down. I thought, fuck, we got nothing in the trap. And then there's a little fella. Let's get him out and I'll show you this crab. All right, before I show you guys the crab, we had a little bit of an audience down here just then, because obviously I thought we had no crab. Then I found the crab in the bottom of the trap and I was just flipping balls. I was so excited, I was screaming. And we've got this local guy behind me. There was about 4 or 5 guys here checking out the little crab, and then they've all taken off. But this local guy builds cray pot traps out for the ocean, and he's showing me what he does for a cray pot. So this is something that I love about different countries, sucking in the local knowledge. Like what he's teaching me right now, you will never ever learn in a book, and this is the kind of thing that is so valuable. So I'm gonna have a yarn with this bloke. He's showing me about how he makes traps, how he makes crayfish traps out of bamboo. He puts them out in the ocean. So I'm gonna see what he does, see what he's saying, then we'll get the crab out. The crab is still in there right now. There he is. Hello, darling. There's the crab in there. There he is, have a look. But this guy's showing me what he does when he makes traps. He doubles the top up. So instead of me, I just put the one single and bound that. He's saying use this thicker bamboo. So this is what he's making, thicker bits of bamboo. This is what I love, man. It's about this. I don't even know this guy from Bar of Soap, and he's showing me the ways, the local Balinese ways of making traps. So this is pretty epic. But look at that. Wait, we got one. All right, pay close attention to what I'm about to show you, because this you will never read in a book, you'll never find on the internet. Pay close attention to this. So what is this? This is a palm tree, yeah?
Yeah.
Palm tree.
Yeah. Like
so this is how the Indonesian people back in the day used to make rope.
And then make up for that. Until like this. Yeah. And again. For there.
Yeah, and then you bind them together, yeah? Twisting.
Yeah. It's long. It's strong.
Yeah, it's super strong, huh?
Yeah.
Ah, that's epic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like horsehair, yeah?
Yeah.
And then that is the rope from that palm tree.
Yeah.
That's dope, man. I'm gonna try to make this. And it's super strong, huh? Pull. Yeah, that's strong, man. Oh, it's pulling me over. That's epic. Oh, I'm gonna try to make this. There you go. You come down here, you make a crab trap, and then you learn some epic local knowledge. All right, I'll get this little crab out. I'll show you guys, and then I think I'm gonna sit down here with old mate all afternoon and start picking his brain about some survival stuff. So there is the little muddy that we got. He's not big, he's definitely not big, but look, I'm super stoked. It's a male. You can see it's a male from that V there. Here's an epic little crab. The one that I saw was literally 2 to 3 times bigger than that. So this is only a little baby. Pretty epic to catch it in a trap that I've made purely out of rubbish off the beach. And I'm gonna put this bloke back. He'll be able to swim another day, grow a little bit bigger. Anyone else in this country would probably eat this crab. I'll let him go. I should give it to this. Do you want this?
Yeah.
Makan?
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah, you can have it. I'll give it to this bloke for teaching me a bit of local knowledge, but I just don't feel right eating it. It's a little bit small, and look, I'm gonna give it to this bloke. He's a legend. He's teaching me some valuable knowledge right now. So I'm gonna sit down here. I'm gonna learn a lot from this guy. He's teaching me how to make a proper crayfish trap now. So put the crab down there. Hopefully he doesn't bite me. Thank you for watching, doggies. Much love. I'm gonna soak in all of this information I'm about to learn, and I'll see you guys in the next video, and the next video should be fishing from the other day, which was off its head. So much love, thank you for watching, and you can make traps out of rubbish which catch crabs. Yeah, doggies, I'll see you in the next one. Yo. All right, so there's a saying, and the saying goes, what a time to be alive. And that saying is the perfect saying for this exact moment right now, because I've just spent the last hour, probably hour 45, maybe even pushing 2 hours with that local guy down the river, down the beach, and what an absolute man of knowledge he was. So he is like a security, he's the security of that section of beach. He's lived there his whole life. He taught me how to make rope out of that palm tree, taught me how to make rope out of a coconut husk, taught me 2 different edible trees that I had no idea were edible, taught me how to make showed me how to make a lobster trap or a crayfish trap, similar to how I made my trap, but way more reinforced for the ocean where it's getting pounded by waves. Look, it's things like this and it's people like that which make traveling different countries so bloody epic. That was amazing. I'm so very grateful for meeting that guy, and I'm just absolutely frothing right now. This is the kind of shit I love. We got a crab in the trap that we made out of rubbish on the beach, and right now we're about to go through this big sloppy puddle of water. So look, life's good. I got no idea how deep this is. I'm probably gonna stack it, but this is what it's all about. Much love, doggies, and I will see you in the next video. Yoo-hoo!